What awaits Sonic on these strange islands? Sonic Frontiers dashes onto Nintendo Switch this holiday.
Did I ever tell you? I probably did, because it's one of my proudest moments. I was in Japan doing a thing for Sonic. Because for a period of time they hired me.
Yes.
And now they don't, because everybody got mad that I was doing official Sonic things.
Why? Because you're notoriously honest about your Sonic opinions?
Yeah.
I see.
But which, like, fine, whatever, I get it. But it also pisses me off because I love Sonic. Anyway,
your relationship status is definitely, it's complicated.
So if any of you at home are wondering if your voice makes a difference, it does.
Yeah. And it ruined my life.
Whenever they would post something with me in it, and all the comments on Twitter were like, "What the fuck? Aaron hates Sonic. Fuck you, Sega." They saw them. Anyway,
That's funny.
Bro, yo. So that is true. I knew that's what happened with Aaron. I knew that's why he didn't voice Infinite in Sonic Forces. It's because you guys, the fans, have spoken. Sega listened to the fan base and they realized that, yo, we don't want you guys working with Game Grumps. Stop that. Stop that, Sega. And then they stopped. So, at least we know Sega actually does listen to the fan base. But anyway, that's just funny. I had to play that clip because, my other video I talked about Aaron, you know, being close with Sega, and then it all of a sudden just stopped. All of a sudden. And that's why Aaron literally explained it in his recent video on Sonic Generation. So, the more you know. Anyway, let's get started. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video of the day because this is just too hype. Lots of things I need to cover. As usual, the initial reaction video is just a taste, just a fraction of what I really have to say. The villain has been confirmed to be Sage, a female child villain. And I wrote my community post. Remember when I talked about this like over a year ago, early last year? And some people are like, what are you talking about, Gamer God? I don't remember you ever saying this. It's like, when will you people learn? You guys need to start paying attention to my videos because I be dropping clues, man. Anybody who watches my videos from like the beginning of last year till this year will be able to piece together the plot of Sonic Frontiers because I get a lot of insider information. The character we got, she looks cool. I like her design, and yeah, I can't wait. I hope she's going to have a lot of depth to her and also be a sympathetic villain, maybe like Merlina. We'll see. Since I stopped doing Sonic theories for good back in late 2018, I've been just covering leaks after leaks about Sonic games. So like, you guys should have known, especially my doubters and haters, that it's over for y'all. It was over for y'all the moment I stopped doing Sonic theories. So I stopped that, and instead I started making factual predictions on future Sonic games, and I will continue to do so because that's fun. I love covering Sonic games before they come out. I know it's like spoiling, but to me it's more of just insider info with factual information and then me speculating and predicting, because not all the time I'm right. There's some things I may have gotten wrong, like that previous video. I thought Sonic Frontiers was going to be connected to Sonic Prime. You know, I thought the game and the show was going to be connected. They're both separate, but I was still right about the villain being a female child. But anyway, we already know people in the Sonic community are starting to act up though. I already knew it was only a matter of time before some people will start doing Rule 34 of the villain, and the villain is a child. I don't know how old she is, but she's definitely not a grown adult. I think she's a girl. And you got people writing these kind of tweets, and thankfully the rest of the fan base isn't like that. So this person is getting their ass whooped in the quote retweets. But anyway, Sonic Frontiers is now officially listed on Nintendo eShop. So I'm definitely going to purchase the game on the Nintendo Switch. I'll be getting it on the Switch and the PC as well too. You know, I gotta play it on the Switch. I love me some Nintendo games, and I'm impressed how Sega was able to optimize Frontiers on the Switch. If you compare it with the regular version, it looks crappier, but it's a downgraded version. It doesn't look too bad. Like I said before my previous video, it looks more like 30 frames per second. If, you know, the game plays smoothly, it doesn't like lag or whatever, or have terrible draw rate issues and glitches, then it will be a solid version of the game. But it definitely looks like a downgrade compared to Sonic Forces on the Switch. but I'm still impressed how Sega was able to make it work. You know, I don't think it's going to be any Crash 4 on the Switch though, but it's still going to be good. But yeah, I'm definitely getting it on PC. I was thinking about waiting until I get a PS5, but it's like, I've gotten a lot of Sonic games on Steam for like the past 11 years. I have Sonic Generations on Steam, Sonic Lost World, Forces, so I can definitely get this game on Steam as well. But yeah, I enjoyed this Nintendo Direct Mini. You know, this was actually the best mini Direct I've seen in ages on Nintendo. They announced a lot of great third-party games that I'm looking forward to. The Pac-Man, that was a really good game. Like, I think they're remastering the Pac-Man World Collection, so can't wait to play that. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't mention Klonoa though, because it's like, I can't even find Klonoa, the remaster, you know, the Fantasy Series remaster on the eShop. I tried looking for it, it's not there. So I don't know when they'll talk about it next, because the remaster is supposed to come out like July 7th or 8th last time I checked. But anyway, we got Sonic Frontiers. Now I know a lot of people were doubting that it would be on the Direct Mini, but it was on it, so that's great. Got a lot to talk about it though. But before I get to all these details, be sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get this channel to over 100,000 subscribers before Sonic Frontiers comes out. Now, I glossed over my criticisms for Green Hill Zone, but I'm sure all of you guys know that I was not impressed seeing Green Hill Zone. I think it's safe to say we were all more impressed about the other cyberspace stage they show, where Sonic is like this city. It looks like a cool daytime Splatoon Japanese urban city. It just looks cool. It looks like something from like, I don't know, Speed Highway at daytime. It just looks really nice. So I want to see more original stages like that and less rehashed stages like Green Hill. And I know other people really bashed on the way Green Hill looks like in cyberspace. It looks very boxy. Like, it looks boxy as hell. Like, it doesn't look as curvy as Sonic Generations. You know, Sonic Generations Green Hill almost looks like a Pixar, like it belongs in a Pixar film. But since Forces, they just look very square shaped. But even Forces looked curvier than this one. I like to think maybe it's because it's in like the cyberspace area or whatever, so things are more box-like. But then you look at the city cyberspace stage and it looks very intricate, very non-linear. It looks curvy, it just twist and turn. It looks like a maze. So how do we go from that to Green Hill Zone? I don't understand. So what makes me wonder is, why would Sega reuse a stage from a previous game if they know it won't look as good? I don't understand that. Anytime you take a level from a previous game that uses a similar engine or the same gameplay style and you don't make that look better, people are going to bash on it for looking inferior. I mean, people are even hard on Rooftop Run in Generations, saying it wasn't as good as Rooftop Run in Unleashed. I loved Rooftop Run in Generations. That was an awesome stage. But I can see what people were saying when they said that Unleashed was better. I'm not even talking about the length. I'm not even talking about Rooftop Run and Unleashed being much longer than the short length in Generations. But it's just like, you know, if you're not going to make a stage as good as the previous one, or at least make it different, like how Rooftop Run was different vibe in Generations than it was in Unleashed. Generations was more like a celebration, you know, with the confetti and all that. So I don't know. Hopefully Green Hill Zone is the only downside to the cyberspace stages and everything else looks great. Because, you know, it's not going to be any surprise to me if Green Hill Zone and Frontiers looks inferior to Generations. Now, what's interesting about this Cyberspace Reveal trailer on the Nintendo Mini Direct is that it brings back these two previous Reddit leaks on Sonic Frontiers. Let's read the first one. I covered this one a couple months ago. I think it was in April. About, you know, this one about the guy who was taking a shit and sneaked onto his friend's laptop and saw a bunch of leaked information. I'm not going to read the whole thing again because I already covered it in a previous video. I can link it in the description or in a title card. But like, the things he said that he saw was like, for a future Nintendo Direct, he said he saw Persona 4 Golden with the Switch. And just like what someone told me, he predicted Persona. So we might get multiple playable characters in Sonic Frontiers. I truly believe we're going to get multiple playable characters in Sonic Frontiers. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I seriously think Sonic is not going to be the only playable character. And like I said, Sonic the Hedgehog 5 is coming out next year, as well as Mario and Sonic at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. I'm going to continue saying that until next year happens. But yeah, so here is the screenshot of the leaks. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but some things in it are already true, like Persona. Now, here's another leak I don't think I covered yet, but this one says, this one was written back in May 29th. Yeah, I did not cover this one. But it says, I'm the guy who has made that leak with the SA2 style battle mode and said the game gets a 7 out of 10 for me. I'm here to tell you more info about the game, especially about the story, spoilers included. Story focuses around the old inhabitants of Starfall Islands and the ruins that roam the area. Eggman found an AI named Sage and it managed to capture Sonic's friends. So Sage has to be that girl, that villain. Sage is actually the Ghost Girl character. Yeah, she does look like a Ghost Girl. And she tricks Sonic into thinking she's helping him. Sonic's friends communicate with him through the AI that Tails managed to hack. You save Amy, then Tails, then Knuckles. So that Sonic Frontiers prologue animation is going to be Knuckles' perspective of the story, because we all know Knuckles is guarding the Master Emerald. One thing I like about Ian Flynn, he stays true to the Sonic characters. So while Sonic is with Tails and Amy, Knuckles is on his own on Angel Island, you know, doing his thing. And then something happens and I think he gets transported too. So Sonic also has to rescue him. That's nice. I like that Knuckles is still involved with the story, because I don't like it when he's like separated from everyone and he's just on Angel Island. I like him to be included in the story because he's still part of Team Sonic. He's Sonic's friend and friendly rival, but like he still has a duty to guard the Master Emerald. Now, to no one's surprise, Sage betrays Eggman and you save Eggman. I think Eggman loses his memories too and he becomes like Mr. Tinker in the Sonic IDW comics. She controls a really large Titan and fights Sonic, who's at this point super. We discovered that the inhabitants of Starfall Islands were originally humans and animals coexisting. There was a huge devastating civil war which destroyed many parts, and then an earthquake right after which left the city in ruins. Sonic Civil War. Sage's character design isn't sexualized. She's a cute chibi anime girl and fits in with the Sonic cast. Interesting point to bring up, because I remember early last year, I remember reading a leak that said that the villain was sexualized. So I think Sega went back and redid her design, or maybe they got criticism like, yo, you can't be sexualizing this character, it's a girl. And Sega was like, yo, we gotta fix this. And they fixed her and made her look like a chibi anime girl. I think she was supposed to be more grown and sexualized before. I don't know. You know, you can always go back and fix things in post. The game also has a Child Garden, which I forgot to mention. It's also as huge as the SA2 one. Like I said before, I definitely believe we're getting a Child Garden. At this point, if we don't get a Child Garden, I will be thoroughly disappointed. Shadow is playable in battle mode. Okay, I don't think he's playable in story mode though. There is a partner mechanic in the combat, although you only really control Sonic. The shop for the Child Garden lets you buy some attire for Sonic and some for other characters in battle mode. This kind of reminds me of Sonic Rivals, you know, Rivals 2 game and Rivals 1. The puzzles do get harder as the game goes on, but they're not that difficult. Now let's read Tails' channel. They made a lot of posts about the game and more information regarding what we just saw. Now the official descriptions for Sonic and the new Sonic Frontiers character Sage. Sonic, the world's fastest supersonic hedgehog. Sonic's adventure begins on the Starfall Islands in pursuit of the Chaos Emeralds and his lost friends. He is also guided by a strange voice along the way, which I think is Sage, a mysterious girl that appears across the Starfall Islands. Throughout the story, she cautions Sonic to leave the Starfall Islands despite his mission to find and save his friends. So I wonder why she's warning Sonic. Probably she's warning him of some greater threat. I don't know. I hope they don't make her like Merlina though, because like, you know, Merlina, she appeared to be good, but then she ended up being a villain. I don't want them to follow that same trope with this one. I want it to be different. So basically, the plot of this game, well, the gameplay of this game is take on challenges at supersonic speeds and grab keys to progress. So it was confirmed that the entrances to cyberspace have been made by the ancient civilization of Starfall Islands. The player will be tasked to solve puzzles and complete challenges to earn portal gears, which will unlock the entrances to these levels. Players will also need to complete challenges in each cyberspace level to receive vault keys to progress further in the game. Plot: Sonic's new journey begins when him and his friends, Amy and Tails, head to the Starfall Islands in search of Chaos Emeralds. As they approach the island, sudden trouble hits their plane and they are sucked into a dimensional portal. Sonic then finds himself separated from his friends and awakens in a strange digital world, cyberspace. He miraculously escapes cyberspace and arrives on Kronos Island, one of the Starfall Islands, full of ancient ruins where strange enemies roam. It is then up to Sonic to explore the Starfall Islands, find his lost friends, and uncover the mysteries around him. So this puts things into perspective. So you first end up in cyberspace and you must escape the digital world, and then you end up on Kronos or the Starfall Islands. I hope you don't start off in Green Hills though. I hope the first level is not going to be Green Hill, because if you start off in cyberspace Methinks it's going to be Green Hill Zone. Oh man, I hope not. Like, please Sega, can we get a different first stage besides Green Hill? I don't mind Green Hills in the game, but just don't make that the first stage again. Like, throughout the entire decade, like I'll say 11 years, the first stages have always been Green Hill. Whatever. Now, open zone exploration. The main draw of Sonic Frontiers is the open zone gameplay. Sega said that players will be able to explore through puzzles, cyberspace, side quests, combat, and talk with different characters across the island in any order they like to match their playstyle. Nice. The freedom that fans will get to explore through Frontiers is something that has never been done before in a Sonic game. Battle system. The combat in Sonic Frontiers will require players to use various button controls to fight strategically. The game throws an incentive to combine moves and combos, such as dodges, parries, and counters, to deal with enemies during the journey. The combat can be further expanded by unlocking new moves and combos via the skill tree. For players that want more straightforward gameplay, the game will have an auto mode where various attack combos can be executed with a single button, allowing all fans to enjoy the combat system in Sonic Frontiers. So I think IGN was playing it on easy auto mode, which is why it looked very boring and bland at first. Now, the side loop ability. One of the new skills that Sonic learns in Frontiers is the side loop move. I still think the spin cycle sounds better. It creates a band of light mirroring Sonic's tracks. Players can surround enemies, items, and areas to uncover its various effects and unlock the secrets of the Starfall Islands. Throughout the ancient ruins of the Starfall Islands, there are various puzzles for the player to solve. Each completed puzzle can grant items to increase Sonic's power and defense, reveal hidden parts of the map, or unlock new ways to navigate the island at fast speeds, a la Sonic Speed Simulator. So this game is going to play similar to Sonic Speed Simulator? I really need to catch up on that game. Gameplay styles. When starting Sonic Frontiers for the first time, fans can choose between two player control styles, action style and high speed style. Action style was made for newcomers to the Sonic series with a bigger focus on more accurate platforming. Meanwhile, high speed style will offer more speed, great for players used to previous Sonic games. Alright, that's interesting. So they said action style is going to have more accurate platforming. I think Sonic will play slower in action style. Now the bosses. Asura. The first boss we saw, a large enemy that looks like a tall building with an echidna dick. I'm just playing. Run up the arm it throws down to find its weakness at the top and attack. Tower, or as we like to call it, the Dick Shredder, an enemy composed of various stacked parts. Its weakness is at the top of its head, so Sonic will need to figure out how to destroy each stack to get to it. And the third boss, Ninja Bay, an enemy with high speed attacks reminiscent of the fighting style of his namesake, can block incoming attacks and strike with shadow of itself. So basically, the whole plot of this game is Sonic defeating sex robots, because that's the jokes people keep on leading on, because I mean, these do look suggestive. Enemy, Soldier. The enemy spawns in groups and attacks in jabbing motions with both hands. Cyclone, a floating enemy causing damage with attacks that appear as electric tornadoes. Banger, a wheel enemy that rushes towards Sonic once he is detected and attacks at high speeds if provoked. Yeah, that one clip where Sonic parried it, so swag. Shella, an enemy protected by a hard shell that attacks at a distance with a boomerang type move. Sonic's attack cannot penetrate the hard shell, but other methods such as side loop can catch this enemy off guard. Now, this enemy looks like it's going to be very annoying to defeat. Bubble, an enemy formed by a group of spheres that attack Sonic with electricity. That's kind of cool because Sonic 3 and Sonic 4, there's an enemy called Bubbles. So it's cool that this one's also called Bubbles, but it looks the most like flying ships in the Sonic movies. So yeah, that's all the information we got on Sonic Frontier so far. It looks very promising. I really like the cyberspace stages, the potential. Hopefully when we see gameplay tomorrow, it delivers. But what do you guys think about all this? What do you think about the characters? What do you think about the leaks? Do you think they will come true? Are you more excited for the gameplay or the story? Let me know. But yeah, that's all I have for now, so take care. And until next time, I'm out.